Lewell-Buck.
Thank you very much, Mr Speaker, and a Merry Christmas to you and all staff. Mr Speaker, I'll also put on record that my mum is a Waspy woman. My right honourable friend will know full well the strength of feeling regarding this week's announcement of no compensation for the Waspy women. The Ombudsman was clear Parliament should make the decision on remedy. Parliament has not. Will my honourable friend please find time for a debate so we can do as the Ombudsman asked us to do?
Leader.
Well, can I thank my honourable friend for that question? And I know that this is a really big issue for many of our constituents, many women right across the country, which has spanned multiple parliaments. And I know that many will be very disappointed with the announcement that came this week. And we don't underestimate the strength of feeling and upset that people will be feeling. And although I know it's difficult for people to hear, but paying a flat rate compensation to all women born in the 1950s at a cost of up to £10.5 billion would not be a fair or proportionate use of public money, and the government doesn't accept the Ombudsman's findings around that remedy being necessary in this case. But colleagues can apply for debates on these matters in the usual way.
Chris Law.
I'm extremely grateful, Mr Speaker. Oh, sorry, I beg your pardon.
Not Chris Law. You might wish to be Chris Law, but you're not, you know. Chris, the real Chris Law.
Mr Speaker, I thought there was a doppelganger in the room there for a second. Mr Speaker, just following from the previous question, in the week leading up to Christmas, a new government can make political choices, and you would have thought in the week before Christmas there had been positive choices, things that people take home to be grateful for and to be happy about on Christmas Day. However, as just mentioned, millions of women across this country, 1950s born women, have been affected quite adversely with their state pensions, many of which are working in ill health and continue working in ill health. And they were living with hope for many years during a protracted, passionate and very reasonable campaign for fairness and justice. And on Tuesday this week, they were told they were getting none of it. We have an Ombudsman who's made it very clear, very fair and very decent what the amount of money should be in compensation, and that there was errors made by the DWP at the time. Just on this point, since Tuesday, not only have I had emails, but we've had MPs, particularly from the government benches, who've been deleting pages on their websites, on their Twitter accounts. The very things where they were campaigning out there with Waspy women, getting their photographs taken, doing videos, doing messaging, all the rest have deleted it. They now have no voice. They're frightened to even raise it in this House. So can I urge the Business Secretary, the Leader of the House, to have a debate as soon as possible, a meaningful debate in government time. No ifs, no buts. We all need to have our say in this. Thank you.
Well said.
Well, as I just said, I understand the strength of feeling about this issue. The Secretary of State came to this House first to make the announcement to this House, as is absolutely appropriate, especially when it comes to an parliamentary ombudsman report that was laid to this House last March. The government has considered that debate in full and given it a great deal of thought, and there was time for people to ask questions on Tuesday. But of course, debates can be brought forward in many different ways to the floor of the House, and I'm sure this issue will continue to be debated.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Mindful of the Leader's advice, I am suitably booted. I am speaking deliberately through the chair, and of course, I have Chorley imprinted on my heart. So can I, in that spirit, can I ask you, the House, for a debate on the Waspy women? I know she said we can apply, and I was going to actually ask something quite different. But given what the Honourable Lady said, what the Honourable Gentleman has said, it is essential that when we have an Ombudsman report of this kind of seriousness, I've rarely seen one in my time here, that we have the chance to debate this. If she doesn't offer one, I'll apply for one to you, Madam Speaker, immediately following business questions.
Goodness, Leader,
Well, can I first of all thank him? He is a very honourable member of this chamber, and I'm sure he's very much, not just in the Speaker, but the Deputy Speaker's good books, and certainly on their Christmas card list, because he's always got the right attire and always speaks through the chair and asks punchy, short questions. But look, on the serious issue that he raises, I know that the strength of feeling is widespread, and that people want to air those views, and I'm sure that there will be time, because I'm sure that colleagues will apply for debates in the usual way.